from Aotearoa, New Zealand. My name is Glennis and welcome to the Key of Truth Academy YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to talk about processing. And processing is one of the e-courses in the Key of Truth Academy 20 e-courses that talk about tools for mind, body, spirit evolution. In this week's video I will highlight processing. And processing is a way of consciously intentioning a set of questions to gain information for what's happened in the past, to inform what's happened now, and to help you decide what to do next. And so the value of processing is unfamiliar for most people, because when you start talking about living by spirit, you think about connected to your high spirit, to your guides, to healing, to, the chakras, the meditation, and connecting with Mother Earth. But processing is another way of living by spirit in terms of asking a set of questions in a certain order in order to inform yourself, your life, and then in that way you can also assist with the needs of others around you, as well as looking after your own needs. And so processing is a bit like that light bulb moment and that revelation moment when most people have had this. Something's happened and all of a sudden you get a great idea or some solution comes through, and that happens every now and then, and is great when it does happen. But with processing, it facilitates that process to occur as many times as you sit down to process, and you can process in a situation. What I find processing to be like is taken from a story about where I live, which is in the country in a rural area. And so I've been here for about 2 years, and I've driven up and down these roads many times, back and forth from the shops and the petrol station, etc, etc. And as I drove along the road, sometimes I'll turn my head to the right or turn my head to the left, and then all of a sudden I see a house and a garage that I've never seen before, and this is after 2 years of living here. And it depends on what road I'm on, but even now I'm still finding houses that have been there the whole time, but I just never noticed them, because at one time I just happened to turn my head left, and I can see over a hill and behind a tree, and there's a house there that I never saw before. And it's like a revelation, because you think, I've never seen that house before, why all of a sudden do I see it now? And it's because you're on the right stretch of road at the right particular moment in time. You tend to turn your head to the left, to the right, and you see this house that was there all along, but all of a sudden you notice it now. So that's what processing does. Is it brings you answers that you didn't have before, which you thought, how could I have not realized that before? And another metaphor I have is when you're looking for your keys, right? I mean, the keys were right there next to you maybe, and then all of a sudden they're not, and then you start looking where they were, and then you backtrace your steps and think, I went here, I went there. You go looking for the keys, can't find them. So then you start broadening out your search and start looking in all the places that you didn't look. And oftentimes what's happened with the keys is they've fallen behind something, or they're just under a couch or the bed, or somebody's put a jacket there and you can't see it. And all it takes is for you to be in the right position, turn your head at the right time, and then you can see them. But they were there all the time. And so that's what I find that processing does, is it brings your conscious intentioning of questioning process to a focused result where your awareness increases and brings you new answers and new solutions that were there all the time, but you just couldn't see them. And so that's what living by spirit is. It's a set of looking at what's going on, depending on what's happened before, and then taking all this information and deciding what to do next. And so processing takes you through that series of questions, and it brings you to answers that you wouldn't have had before. And though it can seem magical sometimes, revelationary sometimes, in fact, you can do this process all day, every day. And so that's what I teach in the e-courses in the Key of Truth Academy, due to be released on the 30th of November this year. And so stay tuned for next week's video, where we talk about the next e-course, which is emotional management, really important. So thanks for listening, and like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.